Good morning, my name is Taku and it is Friday the 19th of August, which is the fifth day of our healing meditations, and I've gone back to the John Holland deck today after our meditation, and this is the trust card, and it was pulled out last night as well when we were doing our live card readings on my page. And on the front, it talks about while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. When we talk about health and healing and wellness, we're often talking about the curing of a disease or an ailment or something that is making you feel unwell, but we never really think about how we got to that place and how we got there in the first place. And as much as we want to deny it, illness stems from blockages, and the blockages can be as a result of your environment or a result of any toxins that you are ingesting or putting on your skin or whatever. And it could be from the beliefs that you've been given by your parents, even by them while you were in the womb. So their beliefs become your beliefs. And Dr. Bruce Lipton, who is an epigeneticist and scientist and lecturer, he speaks a lot about how belief can create where you are in your wellness journey. But the thing about trust and trusting your inner guidance is that most people don't even know what their inner guidance is. And usually it comes as something like you have a dream, like you always wanted to be. You might be a lawyer, but you always wanted to be a guitar maker, and that's where your passion lies. But what's a guitar maker? You know, a lawyer is supposedly a great way to go, but a guitar maker maybe not so much, particularly if your family doesn't value that kind of industry, then they would not let you go into that. And that is the sort of thing when we talk about inner guidance, is that your inner guidance is saying be a guitar maker, but your family is saying be a lawyer because a lawyer is a better thing to do. And what are you thinking about being a guitar maker? But the thing about trust is that we go on our logical, what we know. And everything that we know is a combination of what other people have told us and what we've been taught and what we've read and what we've decided. There are no original thoughts out there. It's all just made up from what everyone else is saying. So when it comes to trust, if you sort of try to walk away, and it's easy for me to say this, but try to walk away from the predetermined yesterday, because we do the same things every day. We think the same thoughts, we go to the same places, we eat the same foods, we have the same routine, we've got the same habits. You break out of that, it's going to be a lot of turmoil for a small time, but then you'll actually start to hear what your guidance is saying, and then you'll move into the flow of life, because the flow of life that we're in at the moment, a lot of it is based on other people. That's their flow. Move into their flow. People talk about collective consciousness. The collective consciousness is generally angry. You know, that's the flow, and that's what everyone gets into, but they think that they're on a different side because they're arguing against something, but it's still anger, and it's still a collective flow of anger. So it's breaking the habits that you get into. It's breaking the habit of waking up in the morning and doing the same thing that you did yesterday. It's breaking the habit of waking up and thinking the same things that you thought yesterday. That's what trust is all about, is trusting that if you go against the current flow of what it is that you don't want, if you go against that, if you go against your parents, if you go against your ancestors, if you go against the church, if you go against society, and you can be courageous and brave enough to continue to do that, you'll actually get into the flow and become very successful at what you do. So the blockages for some of us is that this is not what we want. I never wanted to be a lawyer. I never wanted to be a teacher. I never wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be an artist, or I wanted to be a musician, or I wanted to be a cook, you know? And these are the things that can create disharmony in us, and all disharmony leads to illness. It's just that we haven't recognized it right at the very beginning, that this is where the cause lay. So if you wanted to get some extra information about that sort of stuff, I'd really look at Dr. Bruce Lipton, and he wrote The Biology of Belief. And once you get past the first couple of chapters, which are really sciencey, it's actually a really good book, and it will open your mind to how your body and your DNA, which doesn't determine, like your genetics don't determine your health, not to any great degree, but your belief and your environment do. Really, really great reading. All right, you guys, I am going to go and have some breakfast somewhere. Have a great day. Bye.